is so unfair. You know, people really are the lowest form of life on this planet.
Excuse me?
Everybody sucked up to David because he had money. And he must have had 50 people working for him, and nobody cared enough to come here and pay their last respects.
Miss Conlon, the time is really moving, and I have another appointment across town, so I really have to...
No, please. Just a little bit longer, and my cousin will come, or David's dad. I mean, he's the one that paid for the plaque in the first place. I mean, somebody has to come help mourn David because, well, he wasn't that bad. Andy, oh, thank God you came. Oh, thank you.
Leaving so soon, Dad?
It's you.
Of course.
David, it's really you.
I don't know why you're so surprised. Aren't you the one who taught the world that it's impossible to kill a Stenbeck?
You mean you planned this?
Of course.
You not only saved your own life, you planned the whole thing, the mechanic, his story about...
Bought and paid for. I hope he gave a good performance.
But why? Why would you do something like that? Not to get back at me.
Oh, no, I hate to break this to you, Dad. I didn't even think about you. I died because I wanted to be in perfect position to dole out one last payback to all of my special friends in Oakdale.
Carly, we have got to do something.
Oh, gee, you think so?
If we do not work together, we are going to wind up dead. David is insane. He could come back down here at any minute and decide to stop
Yammering like some hysterical little twit and let me think. All right. If we can get out that door and up the stairs, we could get a knife from the kitchen.
You're kidding, right? We're gonna get up the stairs like this. Carly, they are too narrow. It's hard enough single file.
Yeah, you're right. I guess we're not both so petite. I'll think of something else.
You know what? Let me be blunt. Thinking is not your strong suit. Now, I say we scoot over to that shelf, shake it until one of the jars falls, and then use the broken glass to cut ourselves free.
Oh, now that's great. Yeah. And maybe we could even get some of those jars to hit us on the head when they fall, and maybe even knock us out, and maybe even just lie here in a puddle of pickle juice. Yeah, that's a really swell plan,
You know
Julia.
what? If we're careful, we'll only knock off one jar.
Right.
Oh, come on. We're not going to get anywhere tied up like this. Look, I'm going to make the jar fall on me, okay?
That'll be a memorable moment.
Damn it! Look, are you with me or not?
On my count. 1, 2, 3.
As the world turns.
I also took out an insurance policy on my life and named you as the beneficiary.
Really?
When the check clears, I want you to cash it, and I want you to give me the money.
Of course. And what are your plans for the money?
I'm going to use it, obviously. I can do anything I want now. I'm a dead man. They don't look after dead men.
True. But look, I mean, what's first on your agenda? If I could know, I'd like to.
I'm going after Lily.
Oh. Going after Lily. Well, that'll take some doing. David, pretty tall. Or what do you have in store for Lily?
I wonder what's going to happen when Lily dies. I mean, the final moment. Is she going to be crying? Is she going to be begging? Or is she going to be staring off in the distance, wondering what she's going to be missing? I don't know. And then there's Lucinda. Lucinda is going to be suffering in a way that one cannot even begin to imagine.
That's an excellent idea, excellent. But you know, David, what you've been able to do so far has gone so very, very well.
No, it was brilliant. It was brilliant.
Yes, it was exactly that. It was brilliant. And as far as hurting Lily goes, I mean, I think before you go down that road that we should take a look at the big picture here. mean, you have escaped death. Kirk and Samantha are history. And you've got lots of cash, you've got lots of money. So the last thing you would want to do is get caught, right? So let's just take care of first things first. We just got to get you out of here, get a better place for you to hide before somebody sees you here.
It's too late.
What do you mean?
I've already gone down that road, Daddy. It's too late to turn back now.
You know, I'm really glad that you took the time, Andy. Now, I know we've had words a few times, to say the least, and that you didn't like my book, but really, this is so considerate.
Well, actually,
It's amazing what death does, isn't it? I mean, someone dies, and people who don't even like each other that much just come together.
sometimes.
It really means a lot to me that you're here. I've been so lonely, and I haven't eaten anything for days, and I haven't slept much either. My life's just this total mess, you know?
Right, so why don't we sit right over here?
What's that? What have you got? Oh, my God. Oh, God.
Molly.
You didn't come here to mourn David. You came here to
Nick.
get pictures.
I'm a photographer. The Argus asked me to come take a picture of that plaque that James made for David. I saw the chairs were empty, so I figured the service was over.
Fine. Fine. Get your damn pictures and go.
Well, I'd kind of like to stay, actually, since I'm early. Is that all right?
What do you mean it is too late? Have you done anything rash, David?
Divine rash.
Have you done anything to the Snyders?
Not yet.
Then what are you doing here? What are you doing here? This Lindsay woman calls me up. Why did she do that?
Relax. She's fine. Right now, she's down in the cellar, tied up with Carly Munson. I took care of it. What's the problem, dear old Dad? I mean, you look a little surprised. You think I'm gonna get caught? Dad,
No.
think about it.
No.
The kid's
No.
dead, Dad. They
No.
can't do anything to a dead man.
You can't take hostages. Carly Munson is married to the chief of detectives. You can't walk away from that. These women have seen you. You've incriminated yourself.
Dad, why are you so upset?
Because I have worked my butt off to keep you from having to live the way I've lived. I've risked everything. I risked my life, everything, so I could come back here and join you.
Relax. I'm gonna take care of the bimbos down in the basement.
No.
Excuse me?
We're not going to do that. We have options. You listen to me. We have options. We get you out of the country on my plane to an island. You stay there 6 months. We cool out, and then we'll get you to Europe.
Dad, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not. There's too much fun to have. And
David, you've got to stop this stupidity about revenge.
Dad, what's gotten into you, huh? Tell me, huh? And don't give me any of that loving, fatherly crap either. What is it? You free man? Is that what it is? You're a free man now and you want to stay free, that's it. So you're an upstanding citizen now, aren't you? Never took you for a wimp.
David, you listen to me. Listen to me. You want revenge? I will get you revenge. Right now, we have to get you out of Oakdale with no blood on your hands. Everything has changed.
I'm dead. They can't do anything to a dead man. Do you get that?
Right. But eventually, you're going to want to walk around in society as a free man.
What, Dad, this freedom thing's really gotten you, hasn't it? I'm shocked. I really am. I gotta say, you lost your edge, old man. What is it? Oh, my goodness. The old bag's gotten you, hasn't she? Lucinda, huh? You
David,
spend your golden years with Lucinda?
Listen to
Is that what you got going
Listen to
on?
me. I have not lost my edge. And I have a very unique sense of my own kind of justice. And if I want something to happen, you trust me, I can make it happen. But when I have really screwed up, and I mean big time, is when I've lost control, gone into a blind rage, and gone over the edge, and I've had to pay for it. And we can keep that from happening to you.
That's swell. I'll think about it. But if you really want to help me, you're going to tell me where Lily Snyder is hiding. tell me where Lily Snyder is, or you get out of my way.
Honest to God, if one of these things falls and breaks and the glass gets in... Oh, stop being so negative and just keep up the rhythm. Rhythm. I think in a while we can break into song. Oh, God. Come on, let's go. 1, 2, 2. Be careful of the glass, all right? I'm watching. Okay, just... Can you grab that big piece right by your hand over there? No. I'm not going to cut my hand using a big piece like that. Oh, come on, then use a small piece. I will use a medium piece. I want the piece to be just perfect for me. All right, Goldilocks. Well, you are choosing. I will cut us loose. Fine. Okay, just make sure you're sawing on the rope, okay, and that my wrists... All right. It's a little dark down there, so you just let me know if I cut you, okay? That's funny. You know, I have been in a situation like this before. Really? With Jack. Mm-hmm. It was life and death. We were so cold, we had to take off all our clothes and press our bodies together to keep... Ouch! Sorry. You did that on purpose. Why don't you try and hold still, okay? The glass is a little slippery. Right. Well, I do think I could concentrate a little better without the story. Story. I'm talking about reality here. Jack and I were locked in a cabin in the mountains. And he saved my life. He sang to me, he held me. He kept me from giving up. Experiencing that, it's incredible. Two people really bond when they go through something like that. You know, so no matter what you may think you have with Jack, it'll never go beyond that. It'll never go beyond that closeness. The intimacy that comes from facing death and beating it. It's like you open your souls to each other, you know? Yeah. Well, then I guess when we get out of this alive, you and I are going to be bonded for life, huh, Carly? Just work on the ropes, okay? Yeah, I'm trying. You have no idea what happened with me and Jack in that cabin. None at all. He made me feel loved for the first time in my whole life. And if you think I'm just going to forget about it, if you think I'm going to give that up, you have another thing coming. You know what? You don't have to give that up. You have someone who loves you very dearly. Your husband.
David, what you need to, what I want you to do is to learn, and so you can see where I went wrong.
James, so all I asked you to tell me was, where are they hiding Lily Snyder? I don't need any fatherly lecture from you. Besides, you are a free man. You're rich, you're powerful, and frankly, I don't get where you went wrong.
What do you mean, all those years? All those years on the run, hiding, no family? And then ending up in prison? I paid a heavy price, David.
I'm sorry about that. I really am. I'm sorry you went through that. You tell me where Lily is?
Now listen, David, you've got to drop this vendetta, or you're going to end up in prison.
You don't think I'm tough enough to take it? Like you?
Prison would break you, David.
I don't break easily.
David, look, I understand your resentment. I've read the letter you left behind.
Really? I didn't realize that you went through my things that quickly.
I'm going to answer those questions now.
Maybe later. Tell me where Lily is.
David, listen to me. You know what you wrote about feeling empty inside, like a shell? That's not true. It's not true at all. Got a lot of good stuff in there, but you're just a human being, just like me, you know? And, hey, you know what? We could help each other. We could learn a lot from each other. We could pick up right here. Pick up right here and start over. We could make one hell of a team, you and I. You know that? Hmm?
Yeah, you know, you're right. Man, I don't know what I've been thinking. You're right. I'll forget about Lily. And I'll think of something else. You're right. You know, though, they're about to start my memorial service, and if you don't show up, you're gonna get suspicious.
Right. Right. Okay, yes. Okay. Now listen, you think about what I said, all right? You think about it, okay? Kind of future you can have, kind of future you will have. Right now, you don't leave this farm till I come back, right? Got that? Okay.
Anything you say, Dad.
I can't believe it finally happened. My hands were going numb. Plus, it was so uncomfortable sitting in that position.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, try having someone lean up against you when you're pregnant. They don't ever teach you how to sit up straight?
Yeah, thank God it's finally over.
Quit complimenting yourself. Let's get the hell out of here. Oh, damn. It's locked? Yeah, maybe we could just smash some stuff against the door. Why don't you get something, okay?
Oh, my God. There's someone in the kitchen.
Miss Conlon, do you have a few words you'd like to say?
I loved David. I never became Mrs. David Stenbeck because Lucinda Walsh is nothing but it. Never mind. I know in my heart that I am David's wife. And now part of me is gone. Oh, David. We were both outcasts. You know, people in this town, they spit on us, treated us like dirt. But we always had each other. Remember? Okay. So, we weren't perfect. We did things that weren't right to other people, to each other. But we always had the same drive. We understood each other. We cared, loved. My worst memory will always be that you found out that I was betraying you just when I was getting ready to betray Lucinda and turn my heart and my soul over to you. But you gotta know that if it was about blackmail or money, I wouldn't be here right now, David. I'm here because I loved you. I just wish I could make you understand that. And I would give everything for one more chance to tell you how I really feel. I would. I would do anything to have you back, David. I would tell you how much I love you and...
Molly! Oh, what happened?
I'm not sure.
Molly, wake up. Molly?
David.
What the hell are you doing? You can't let that girl see you. She'll turn you in just like she did before.
She loved me.
No, she'll turn you over to the police in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. Now, you get back to that farm.
I mean it, Andy. I mean it. He was right there.
David?
Yes.
Maybe it's the sun.
No, I'm telling you, I saw him.
You saw his father.
No, it was David. I saw David. I swear it was David.
Sorry, my dear, but I'm the only Stenbeck that gets to come back from the dead.
It's gotta be David. Well, then there's no way we can try to break the door down because he'll hear us, right?
Right. Okay. We're untied, so we're on the alert, so maybe if he comes down, we can surprise him somehow.
Okay, maybe we can brain him with a jar of pickles or something, yeah. Okay? I'll do it, and you be the decoy.
Okay.
So just check on the barn from time to time, make sure no strays have moved in on me. The Har boys are looking after the cow. Don't worry about the inside of the house. Julia will take care of things just fine. Okey doke.
Thank you, Reverend.
I'm telling you, Andy, David was here. I was staring right at him. It was like he heard me say that I loved him, and he came back.
I think more than anything, you do need something to eat, and maybe a good night's sleep.
No, this is not just because I'm a little light in the head. David was here. I saw him. Maybe it's a sign, you know, but they haven't found his body yet. Maybe he's still alive, and he came here to the cemetery to see who really cared about him.
Molly, why don't you just let my son rest in peace? He's in a far better place.
I don't hear the creaking anymore. Maybe David left.
You know, this stuff for Emma's ain't half bad. Of course, it probably helps that I'm pregnant and starving, right?
Yeah, and I'm sure she's really going to appreciate you opening so many jars.
Hey, now, I'm just taste testing. Can you even go a minute without criticizing me?
Do you think this lock is a deadbolt?
Julia, it's a pantry, okay? It's not the wine cellar at the Four Seasons. It's just a latch.
All right, then. Well, it should be able to just... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's open.
I can't believe you did that. Man, I'm getting out of here.
Wait, shh. Do not make any noise.